Hey there, Rivet crew. Happy Wednesday. We are working on a 15-minute AMRAP today. As you can see, we have some double unders, some bike, and some moderately weighted deadlifts. We're going to choose some rep schemes and some variations that hopefully will get us through 3 to 4 rounds today is what we're shooting for. Going through the movements in each round, we start with 60 double unders. We're going to choose, again, a rep scheme or a variation that we should be able to get through that in about a minute. So either the 60 double unders, if you don't have your double unders at all yet, you're going to go 90 single unders, or spend a minute practicing, right? We should be able to clear that station in about a minute or so. So don't go any longer than that if you're one of those type of people who's working on and practicing double unders, and I hope you are. You should always be practicing those if you struggle with those a little bit. Then we're moving on to the bike. So going back to double unders for a second, it's probably a good idea to have a plan on breaking those up if you're not super comfortable with that, right? You might be able to do 60 unbroken, but maybe you're like totally winded out of breath at the end of it. So I would definitely plan on breaking those up into smaller, manageable chunks, you know, a 30 and a 30 or a 20, 20, 20 or something like that, and kind of doing that every round right from the very start. That way, that'll set us up for a stronger effort on the bike, right? We don't want to get on the bike and be all winded from our double under. So break that up from the start, get on the bike, go on a nice strong effort on the bike, because right after that, we have the deadlift. And again, we're going to plan on breaking that up from the very first round all the way through. So strong effort on the bike, probably a little over a minute there, a minute 15, minute 30 or something like that. And then our deadlift. So again, we're choosing a moderate weight today. We're doing 15 in each round. And I'd see people either doing that set of 15 with 1 or possibly 2 breaks at the most. So if you're doing 2 breaks, that would be like a 5-5-5 or a 6-5-4, something like that. Or maybe just 1 break, a 9 and a 6 or something like that. So it should be something that's, you know, a moderate weight for you. So we're looking for those kind of touch and go sets. And again, plan on breaking that up right from the very start. Real quick breaks, do your set break, and get right back to the double unders again in the following round. Again, we're shooting for 3 to 4 rounds today. And then as far as like movement stuff, let's think about shoulders and shoulder blades today. Very important part of the body that we should focus on when we're moving, right? To kind of keep everything moving well and moving efficiently. I'll start with the deadlifts. These rules apply to both barbells and dumbbells. In our setup position, it's very important that our shoulder blades are right over the bar, right? So most people think of this is kind of the shoulder right here. This is actually slightly ahead of the bar, and your shoulder blades are actually over the bar. So set up, the shoulder blades are over the bar. And then, of course, we are keeping those shoulder blades pulled back and down, right, for active shoulders, a nice tight upper back. And the other thing I'll say about shoulders on the deadlift is in the finish position, the shoulders are behind the bar, right? So I'm standing here behind the bar. This is a good finish position. If I only got to about here, right, shoulders are ahead of the bar, this is an incomplete deadlift. We're standing all the way up tall at the top. And we're going right back to the floor for our deadlifts. Double unders, we are jumping. We are keeping those shoulders, again, pulled back and down, much like we do with the deadlift. We're keeping our shoulders relaxed. This makes it a lot easier to breathe. It also maintains a slightly longer rope. If we shrug those shoulders and start pulling up, the rope gets shorter, we start tripping on it. So we're keeping the shoulders pulled back and down and relaxed as we jump. And then finally, bike, shoulder position. Kind of like to set up on our deadlift. When we are biking, we want the shoulders slightly ahead of the hips. We lean slightly forward so we get a little more shove on those handles. Think about doing a sled push, or maybe your car runs out of gas, you're having a push, right? We wouldn't be standing up straight, we'd actually be leaned slightly forward as we do that. So it's all about the shoulders today as far as body part focus is concerned. Again, 15-minute AMRAP, shooting for 3 or 4 rounds today. And yeah, come in, get it done, have fun, why not? Happy Wednesday.